features, everything that's happening on TV, and everything funnels to him. And I think that's great that we have this guy who sort of knows the world better than anybody, who can sort of look at it and kind of come up and say, wouldn't it be great if Ezra showed up when Meg Grant is
starting
like,
very soon?
You don't get that without Jim sort of being sort of at the center of all this.
Let me try to have that right.
I think it's just a great collaborative team, and it's really just the beginning of what we're doing here. I think with just the stuff that we're working on now, the idea of the multiverse, and really HBO Max being this other venue for us to really start to meet in the middle. I think if there was that sense that TV was TV and film was film, Max sort of becomes this place where it's like everything will gather into that space, and we'll be able to explore different opportunities and cross back over. And I'm excited about the potential of all the things that we can do with DC in the multiverse.
Awesome. Well, I want to say a huge thank you to the three of you guys for taking the time to chat with me and all of the fans here in the DC Fandom. This is we're talking about different platforms for things, and this is a whole to get to experience the DC multiverse as well. So thank you guys so much. This has been awesome.
You, Tiffany.
Thanks, Tiffany.
The internet's been acting up a little bit. Like it is now. Hello. Sorry.
The future certainly looks bright for the DC multiverse. I'm still not sure what I will look like on Earth 26, but I can't wait to meet me there. Now, if you're a big DC fan like me, then I'm willing to bet that you cannot wait for the Flash feature film to electrify the big screen. The good news is that you don't have to wait that long, because we're going right now with the filmmakers and the Flash himself, Ezra Miller.
All right, here we go into the Flash.
Hello, fans around the world.
Yeah.
It's me, Ezra Miller.
Can you just move out your hair on the left side a little bit?
You know, like this? I'm Andy Muschietti, director of the Flash movie.
I'm Christina Hodson, the screenwriter of Flash. I haven't spoken to humans in a while, so I'm going to be rusty.
I'm Barbara Muschietti, the producer of the Flash movie.
I play Barry Allen, a.k.a. The Flash, in the upcoming Flash movie. And I love you, and I'm excited to be here digitally with you. Flash fact, if you go to the bottom of Andy Muschietti's Wikipedia or IMDb page, you'll see that he actually has a PA credit on the 1996 Madonna movie Evita. Must ask you more about that, Andy.
Telling the story of one of the greatest superheroes of the DC world is a challenge. The most important thing is that it gets to your heart. Growing up with Batman and Superman and Flash, there was an opportunity to reconnect with childhood experiences reading DC Comics.
Flash fact, DC Comics actually stands for Detective Comics. Comics.
Jump for the film, I think, is very much Andy's signature.
He can jump from funny to scary to emotional really fast.
And it's also a time travel story, which I find very exciting.
I love it.
managed to
I
put
love
these
that. I only saw the first one. Oh, come on. Now it's lagging again. Damn it, it keeps lagging today. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, have you guys had any problems with getting online to the site before it all started, before they started the first panel?
Little DC Easter eggs into the
Because I couldn't get on for
I like your glasses,
an hour.
Mr. Keene. You look just like Clark Kent.
I don't know about that.
One, he was vying for the job way earlier than any of us knew. Or two, while making the Flash movie, he discovered time travel for real, went back in time, and went to put all these things in just to mess with us. Either way, well played, sir.
You meet Andy, and you immediately can understand why he's the perfect choice for this movie. It's his compassion, his priority in this film of finding the heart of the story.
I'm also excited to see Andy's version of the Speed Force. He happened to have done some doodles that I may or may not have taken and kept. They're literally unlike anything you've ever seen before.
Flash fact, did you know that according to actual comic book canon, Superman is both a Varian and a Metallica fan. Of course, impossible. Then again, he's Superman.
Batman lost his parents. Superman lost his planet. Harley Quinn lost her egg sandwich. But Barry,
I still have
because
to
he's got
see
this ability to go
Birds
back
of Prey.
and
I haven't
manipulate
seen it yet,
time,
but I really
he's
want
the
to.
only one who can actually go and change his own personal story.
His mother was murdered, his father was framed and incarcerated, and all his journey from then was of a man trying to make things right.
And it sounds like a cliche, but script is everything. When I got to read Christina's first draft, I was just blown away.
The script has really captured his loquacity, his personality. So you're fast.
That feels like an oversimplification.
I fell in love with The Flash when I read Flashpoint. The combination of giant spectacle, action, and fun with this incredibly
I actually started
personal,
rereading
intimate story
Flashpoint
of
recently.
a boy just trying to save his mum.
He's someone who has the
Just-
power of
there's so
changing
much that
the
you
events
can
of the
pick up
past,
on.
But by doing so, can deteriorate the very
That
fabric
you never
of
picked
the
up on
space-time
before.
continuum.
The juxtaposition between his vulnerability and his immense power is really what's exciting about superheroes to me. Flash fact: the hippopotamus is faster than the human being. Beware.
Every actor, every director, every writer brings something different to the character.
Barry as a character, and especially the way Ezra plays him, he's a guy with so much heart, so much humor. Spending time with Ezra is kind of like spending time with Barry Allen.
Really, I can feel
I would like to
his
see,
passion and
Ezra
enthusiasm
in
and
his-
creativity.
He was born to play this role.
And he has his beard and longer hair. In the Flash. That's pretty
Flash
interesting.
fact: the first appearance of the multiverse in DC Comics is actually a Flash comic. Flash Comics number 123, The Flash of Two Worlds.
Time travel isn't simple. It's not always a straightforward case of go back and change one thing and another thing changes in the future.
This film is immensely important because if you look around at the DC universe, obviously we have all of these characters that exist within their own bubbles. We even have now multiple iterations of the same story. I'm Batman and Batman. I'm Batman.
Yes!
Cool guy. This movie, by opening that door that Flashpoint did in the comics, all of these stories and characters can start to collide.
Yep. Every universe, guys, every universe
Hello?
that DC has done in film, it all connects.
This should be
It all
impossible
connects.
now.
It should be impossible now?
You don't know about the...
Oh my god, don't do this to me. I don't know about the what.
The cinematic multiverse is going to be born out of this movie. It's born out of Barry's story.
It blows our minds, the levels of possibility that exist within the context of this character in this story.
I can't wait for all of us to be able to sit down in a theater and enjoy these movies in the dark with a lot of people and with great snacks.
So obviously, I don't want to spoil too much of the movie. I want you to be surprised when you see it. There's something that I can show you, a little sneak peek.
Oh my god. It's not my personal playlist, but it might, yeah, that might have been my fault. Back to you, Andy.
So I like to share a couple of concept art drawings and
Was he
Barry Allen's
is that
suit.
Rick rolling? Oh, new look at a new costume.
As you can see, it's more organic. You can see light embedded in it.
I like that. I like the very. Ooh, my kid's Batman right there.
The first ever
And I think
Batman
Ben
movie
Affleck's
is
with
actually an unlicensed
But yeah, he has, like, the-
Dracula movie made by Andy Warhol with a soundtrack by the Velvet Underground. It's unreleased, but there's
Yeah, he has
39
the
minutes that have been recovered.
Green
and I
Lantern
highly
flares
recommend
going
watching
out
them.
the
They're
costume.
extremely strange.
There are so many potential crossovers in the multiverse, so many cool things that you could do.
I would really love them to do a two-hander with Wonder Woman. I think they would solve a lot of problems, let me tell you.
I'd like to see Game of Thrones crossover. Instead of all the months that it takes traveling from Winterfell to King's Landing, it would happen in 2 seconds. Barry Allen in the Iron Throne.
I actually already have a weird behind-the-scenes DC multiverse crossover. My best friend growing up is Rob Pattinson's older sister.
What would,
So I've actually
hashtag,
known the new Batman
what would
since
be
he
your
was 2 years
favorite
old and in diapers.
I'd like
crossover?
the Flash to meet in the multiverse
Tell me below.
Nicolas Cage. Not the Nicolas Cage Superman that never was.
Oh, come
I
on.
want the Flash to meet Nicolas Cage, the person in this world who I believe probably does have the ability to transcend space-time.
Yes.
It's a real proposition.
All right, that was really cool. That was really cool.
I also can't wait to hear more about The Flash. Thank